My dad and I are at Warwick Castle. It's one of the weekdays, so we've pretty much got it to ourselves. It's time to meet the birds of prey. I am so close up that I can see the sun glistening in the falcon's eye. This is a beautiful moment. Only I can't feel it because I'm in the midst of a deep depression. I have never felt so desolate. That day, if I had fallen down a pitch black, never-ending hole like a raggedy brunette to Alice in Wonderland, a part of me would have been relieved. But now, I have a life. I have a life. At the weekend, I went to see my Buddhist nun, which is not my Buddhist nun. She's a nun that does brilliant teachings in Birmingham. I love her. Her face lights up when she speaks like this. And she is absolutely fearless. A woman was brave enough to put her hand up in a room full of people. And she said, I've been to so many of your teachings and I love them, but I still feel so lost. The nun answered instantly. The answer is to serve others. As I was driving home, I thought, could I be a Buddhist nun? I thought, no way, I love men way too much. Sounds so bad, so true. The answer is to serve others. This took me back to the taster night for SPEAKup. SPEAKup, sounded posh then, SPEAKup. We played a little game, so you get picked, and then that person asks you a question, and then you've got 1 minute to answer in front of everyone else, and then you get some feedback. The general gist was, where's your favourite place to go on holiday? But my guy says, what do you see as your biggest challenge in the next few months? I have an instant thought, and I shut it down. But that night, I felt safe in the room. And I chose to be brave, and I did this. Hi, I'm Marrianne. I've got bipolar mood disorder, which is a severe mental illness. I'm an auntie to 4 beautiful young children, and I refuse to live in a world where there is still stigma against mental health. Afterwards, when I was leaving the building, I didn't know anyone, but a lady tapped me on the shoulder. I would say she was in her 60s and she was a little bit dishevelled. And she said, thank you. She got so choked up that she ran away. The answer is to serve others. Tonight, I chose to be brave, which is always a risk. But I thought by being brave, if I helped other people, then it's a risk worth taking, right? Right? Yeah. I have only just started sharing my story. There are 1,000 million, well, maybe not 1,000 million billion, but I like saying it. There are thousands of moments regarding my bipolar and beyond, from the horror, and I'll work my way down. But I promise you this, no matter how dark the story gets, there will always, always be light. Thank you so much.